I said I don't think that he's good for you.
How do you know what's good for me?
That's my opinion!
I don't like reality TV shows. Never been a fan of them. It always felt like nothing TV to me. Like I was getting absolutely nothing out of them. Like Plankton eating those holographic meals or just school. Every episode of any celebrity one is just them going on vacations and shopping with a hint of scripted drama. And they somehow stretch that out to 45 minutes with over 10 seasons. It's crazy to me why these shows have huge fan bases. Like, why does anyone watch housewife shows? It's literally in the title that they do nothing. So why y'all watching it? But my parents eat these shows up, so I just gotta live with it. However, there is this one channel that produced reality TV content like no other channel. Reality TV that displayed the normal life, not the rich and famous. TV for the everyday person. That's right. I'm talking about HGTV. House Hunters and Poverty Brothers were my shows! Woo! And I guess TLC is there too. TLC, aka the Learning Channel. I don't know what people are learning from this channel, but the network most known for its popular TV shows, Sister Wives and Seeking Sister Wife, and Gypsy Sisters, that they really like their sisters. They also do all these other shows you might have heard of. Now, if you haven't heard of TLC, and no, I'm not talking about the goats, let me give you some knowledge real quick. TLC is an American television channel founded by NASA! It was a network that started as an educational channel, and then later evolved to Honey Boo Boo. It may be a reality TV network, but unlike your Housewives and Kardashians, they made reality shows on the weirdest people that you ain't even know existed.
Cute.
This room is my quiet place. Every morning, I have a ritual. I can come in here, I can talk to my raggities, I can tell them about my day.
They have a million shows like that, because that's what this channel is. A blessing to the human race. And today I just wanted to talk about a handful of them that stand out to me, and also TLC as a network, because TLC is not like any other channel I've ever seen in my life, and I really want to talk about it. In 1972, during the Civil War soon, the Department of Health and Education, alongside NASA, founded what started as an instructional and informative channel that was distributed for free via satellite, televising programs that were meant for public schools and universities to show to their classes. So the NASA part was real. So we are to blame NASA for 1,000-pound sisters! Then in 1980, the Appalachian Community Network acquired the channel and renamed it to the Learning Channel, aka TLC. And then a bunch of boring stuff happened. Then in 1991, Discovery bought the network for $31 million. More money than you will ever see in your life. Not me though. I got paper. And the first thing Discovery did when acquiring TLC is set up a program for preschoolers called Ready, Set, Learn in 1992, where kids were taught many baby things, like the different races.
Today is Color Day, and today's special colors are black, B-L-A-C-K, and white, W-H-I-T-E. It's Color Day on TLC.
They also made a 50-episode documentary series about dinosaurs that lasted from 1994 to 97. They also made a show called Amazing Space, a documentary about constellations and planets and other planets and other... Mr. Duckworth. It wasn't until the mid-90s TLC would start to show glimpses of what they are known for today, with Trauma, Life in the ER. And of course that show was a success. And from 1998 on, TLC started to rebrand its image, making more reality-based shows like Life in the ER, because the ratings for stuff like dinosaurs wasn't looking tight. So with the success of shows like Trading Spaces, Junkyard Wars, A Wedding Story, and A Baby Story, this network found its cup of tea of what they wanted to make. Trash reality television. Good trash though. Not like Netflix TikTok reality show. Like, why does this exist? That's basically the history of TLC. Well, not really, but enough for you to fill in the blanks. I also got kind of bored with the research part because it was just educational stuff. What I really want to talk about are these weird ass TV shows, which there's a lot of. From Little People Big World, a show about midgets, little people, living their life as little people, to 7 Little Johnstons, It looks like the same show. I particularly vibe with the wedding shows on this network. Maybe I'm looking at them with rose-tinted glasses, cause I remember as a kid I wasn't really the biggest fan of these shows, but now when I see clips of shows like Say Yes to the Dress and especially 90 Day Fiancé, like those clips be hilarious, man. This show has no need to be this funny.
Sorry? Take your ugly ass back outside. You ugly ass bitch. You Ninja Turtle Penguin Batman ass bitch.
My personal favorite out of these wedding shows though was called Four Weddings, a show where four soon-to-be bride... niggas are gonna think I'm gay, I swear. A show where four soon-to-be brides compete against each other on which of them have the better wedding, and they all rate each other's weddings, and whoever comes up with the highest score wins an all-expense-paid honeymoon. And the reason why I like this show is cause the girls would be so petty when scoring each other's weddings. Like, they would purposely rate the other person's wedding a lower score just so they can win by finding faults in little things that don't even matter. Bro, they just being petty on this show. Like, these weddings look crazy, and I would know. My last job was as a wedding server. I've been to literally 70 plus weddings in the span of 4 months. I know what a good wedding looks like, but that's a story for another day. This show is dumb fun, and I loved it. TLC always pulling up with the consistent classics, like Extreme Couponing, another classic about people that are really into coupons to save that chicken. This show was super crazy. It had me on the edge of my seat every time they were at the checkout, scanning the coupons. And all the time they would get a huge discount, like paying only $10 for $500 worth of groceries, or even the store owing them money at the end. Shit was wild. When will there be coupons for gas stations? I need that in my life. I remember as a kid, I made a Groupon account after watching this show, because based on what I seen on this show, I could get not only free stuff, but free money too from Walmart. I did not have to do it illegally no more. This show back then was peak TLC for me way back. But with all these classics that TLC be producing, there's bound to be some misses. Most of their family shows kinda suck, like Unexpected, Rattled, Kate Plus 8, like those kind of shows, they suck. They're not interesting. Those Amish shows, which are the most boring reality TV shows ever, like they have no phones or computers. How do they live? And Toddlers and Tiaras, which is basically EDP's favorite show. Although, outside of those shows, I have yet to mention the best batch of shows that TLC has ever made. Shows that are so bingeable that could rival Game of Thrones or Jackie Chan Adventure. Yeah, I'm talking about the weird shows. My Strange Addiction, Extreme Cheapskates, Hoard and Buried Alive, and the God tier 600-Pound Life. Ooh, baby, these shows are good. In a weird way. Like, when I turn on an episode of either of these shows, my initial thought is, I don't want to look at that. But then I keep staring. Watching these shows is like seeing a terrible car accident in front of you. You can't help but just stare at it and think, aww. Glad that's not me. My 600-Pound Life is an embodiment of that analogy I just made. If you don't know what this show is, it's a show where each episode focuses on a person that is like 500 plus pounds in their day-to-day life. Then Dr. Now tries to get them to lose their weight. Usually most of the people on this show have really sad backstories on why they're obese. Most are really sad, but some of them are like, hey, my name Aquarius. The reason why I'm so big is because my dog died when I was 4 years old. Then I ate a Popeye biscuit, and my life was never the same since. Most backstories are really sad though. Then in like the middle of the episode, when they meet Dr. Now, and he goes on talking about their problems like, okay, according to the blood tests and my doctor research, you're super fat. No, these are your choices. Choice 1, you can exercise and diet to lose your weight. Choice 2, you can get liposuction and stay on a diet afterwards. Or, if you don't want to do any of those choices, you got choice 3. You're gonna fucking die! The choice is yours. And of course, they choose the option that doesn't kill them. That's basically every episode of 600-Pound Life. Some have happy endings, some have sad endings, but all of them are popcorn-worthy entertainment. I might be looking like a bad person by finding entertainment out of these people's misfortunes, but you guys are just as bad as me. I don't want to hear it. And although I have only love for my 600-Pound Life, to me it doesn't hold a candle to My Strange Addiction, Extreme Cheapskates, and Hoard and Buried Alive. These shows are the weird, nasty stuff I've been looking for in my life. Buried Alive is literally just a meme. Damn, bitch, you live like this? The living conditions of these people are so dirty.
This is my kitchen. My favorite room in the house.
What is this? the shows only get weirder too with Extreme Cheapstakes, a show about a bunch of Mr. Krabs. Now, I'm stingy and cheap with my money too. I like to save money, but some of these people are cheap to a gross degree. Not even some, all of these people. They will save their money to the last penny at any cost, whether that be sharing the same tooth floss string with each other, using newspaper as toilet paper, taking showers with your clothes on to save on dry cleaning, reusing leftover sauces from dinner and putting it back in the jar. These niggas are nasty. These people are disgusting. This girl reuses the same boiling water over and over again. The water is chunky water, and you're cooking with it. This woman eats dumpster food to save money on food and feeds it to her guest. This is not even cheap no more. They are gonna cause another pandemic with how unsanitary they are. It is diabolical for these people to have their families deal with their dirtiness. If my mama was anything like the newspaper toilet paper lady, I would legit only use the school bathrooms from now on. I don't care about the embarrassment, but the shows get nastier. With my strange addiction, where it's mostly folk having a habit of eating something that's not even edible.
I'm from Bradenton, Florida, and my addiction is eating couch cushions.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know how these people are still alive. And some of these go from eating bricks, eating wall, eating plastic, eating bugs, eating toilet paper, sand. Man, seeing this makes me just... And it's not just eating. People be addicted to pigs, being a baby, living with roaches. He did what with his car? This is just too much to handle. TLC, you are off the grid right now. There's no way this stuff is real. Unless, is it real? Watching all these shows and the ridiculous nature of them, I forget that these are reality TV shows at the end of the day. So there's a good chance that it's all part of a script. And based on my honestly very little research on whether it's fake, I've come to the conclusion, kinda? I knew it was fake. I knew it. Yeah, I've seen some articles about some of the episodes of some of the shows, like the baby girl from earlier. Turns out she doesn't have an addiction to being a baby. She's actually an adult film actor, and the baby thing is just part of her persona. Now, I don't know who watches that stuff, but you got a strange addiction if you do. Also, the extreme cheapsteak woman who cooked her friends literal garbage. Turns out, those weren't her friends, but they were actors. This does put a frown on my face. Those friends were dickheads anyways. After finding out a few of them are fake, it makes you assume most of them are fake, or at least super exaggerated. But I still believe most of the shows on TLC are real. Like, I know 4 Weddings is real based on my research. Say Yes to the Dress is real. They actually say yes to the dress. And My 600-Pound Life is real too. They're actually fat as hell. I just think the exaggeration in these shows are all part of what reality television is, even when the shows are real. I didn't want to get too deep on whether it's real or fake, cause honestly, I don't want to ruin my entertainment and me having fun watching these shows. I mean, that's what ruined prank videos for me. I don't want this to happen for TLC. You know what they say, ignorance is bliss. And with all these lovely shows, TLC has become one of my favorite guilty pleasures of all time. I am in love with this network. Unless they copyright this video. But if they don't, keep doing what you're doing, TLC. Whether it's real or fake. And that's kind of all I wanted to say. Kind of an abrupt ending, but I just wanted to show my love for TLC in this video. And I may not be a fan of reality shows, but I am a fan of TLC. And in conclusion, Mama June is skinny now. And she low-key kind of bad.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.